everyone. In today's lecture, we will see keto-enol tautomerism. In this lecture of carbonyl compound, we will see keto-enol tautomerism. See, tautomerism is a phenomenon in which two or more constitutional isomer. Tautomerism is a phenomenon in which two or more constitutional isomer are in rapid equilibrium with each other. Are in what? Rapid equilibrium with each other, and they are just differing by a position of monovalent atom. Okay, so we can say tautomerism is a phenomenon in which two or more constitutional isomers of a compound differing in the position of monovalent atom are in rapid equilibrium with each other. So this phenomenon is called tautomerism. See, for example, if I write a structure of acetaldehyde, what is this? Acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, acetaldehyde, isn't it? So see, we can write a tautomeric form for this acetaldehyde in this way. Isn't it? See, there is shifting of this alpha hydrogen. There is shifting of this alpha hydrogen over this carbonyl oxygen atom. So these are the two isomer 1 and isomer 2. They are constitutional isomer of a single compound, isn't it? They are constitutional isomer of a single compound differing in the position of monovalent atom, and they are differing in position of this proton. Okay, monovalent atom usually it is proton. So here this proton is on carbon atom, and here this proton is on oxygen atom. Here this proton is on oxygen atom. So these are the two constitutional isomer, and they are differing by a position of proton. Okay, and they are in what? Rapid equilibrium with each other. Means what? This form will get converted to this form, and this form will get converted to this form. Okay, and this form is called keto form, while this form is called enol form. Now why it is called keto form? Because there is what? A keto group. Okay, that is a carbonyl group. In case of aldehyde there will be a what? Aldehyde group, but in case of ketone there will be a what? Ketonic group. Hence this form is called keto form, while here this form is called enol form. As you know, en means what? Double bond, and ol means what? Ol means what? Alcoholic group, hydroxyl group. Okay, so it is having double bond also, and it is having hydroxyl group also. Hence it is called enol form. Okay, similar type of enol form we can write keto-enol tautomerism. We can write for acetone molecule. This was acetone molecule. Now we can write a keto-enol tautomerism for acetone molecule. See, this is enol form for acetone molecule, and this is keto form. So what you think? What will be a condition for a compound to undergo keto-enol tautomerism? Okay, that means a carbonyl compound should have alpha hydrogen atom. First condition will be what? Carbonyl compound should have at least one alpha hydrogen atom. Then and then that compound can undergo keto-enol tautomerism. Okay, and this type of tautomerism, this type of conversion, it may carried out in presence of either in acidic medium or in basic medium. Okay, this type of keto-enol conversion, it may carried out either in what? Acidic medium or in basic medium. Now, these are the what condition for tautomerism. Carbonyl compound should have at least one alpha hydrogen atom, and again second condition is what? We have to carry out this keto-enol conversion either in acidic medium or in basic medium. Suppose if we are treating carbonyl compound with acidic condition or with basic condition, then such type of carbonyl compound may undergo keto-enol tautomerism. Now second question is what? Percentage of keto-enol form. Percentage of keto-enol form. Okay, that means what? Which form is more stable? Which form is more stable? Keto form is more stable or enolic form is more stable? See, answer to this question, in generally, mostly in most of the compound, keto form is more stable. Keto form is what? More stable as compared to enolic form. But if a compound having some stabilizing feature, if enolic compound, if it is having some stabilizing feature like hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, then that type of compound may be more stable. That type of form, that is enolic form, is more stable. Okay, that means percentage of enolic form will be more as compared to keto form when enolic form is having some stabilizing feature like intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Now next point, can we compare these tautomers with resonating structure? Okay, see this keto and enol form, these two forms are called tautomers of each other. They are what? Tautomers of each other. These two are what? Tautomers of each other. Okay, so what is the difference between this tautomerism and resonance phenomenon? Both are phenomenon. Tautomerism is also a phenomenon and resonance is also a phenomenon. So what do you think? What is the difference between tautomerism and resonance? Okay, if you remember in resonance, there is what? Delocalization of electron. In resonance, what? There is delocalization of electrons. That means electron will flow from one place to another place. There is no delocalization, there is no movement of atoms. In resonance, there is no movement of atom, isn't it? While in case of tautomerism, there is movement of a monovalent atom. Okay, here atom is moving from this place to this place. Atom is what? Moving from this place to this place. Also electron are also moving. These two bonding electron of this bond, they are moving here, okay, forming new bond, isn't it? So in tautomerism there is movement of electron along with some atom also. Okay, but in resonance there is only movement of electrons, not atom. So in this way we can differentiate a resonating structure and tautomers from each other. Okay, so once again I am repeating it. In resonating structure, see for example, okay, this is what a alpha beta unsaturated ketone. We can write a see these two are A and B are what? Resonating structures of each other. They are what? Resonance form of each other. So see here there is movement of this pi bonding electron density, and again there is shifting of this carbonyl group pi bonding electron density over electronegative oxygen atom. So there is movement of this pi bonding electron density and this pi bonding electron density. isn't it? To form such type of new type of resonating form, a new resonating form. See here, there is no movement of atom. See here, there is what? Here there is CH2, CH2 is as it is. Here there is CH, here CH is as it is. Here there is a carbon, carbon as it is. Here there is a methyl, methyl as it is. And here there is a oxygen, okay? Oxygen is as it is. So in resonating structure, there is no movement of atoms, while in case of tautomerism, there is movement of electrons along with atoms also, isn't it? So I hope you have understood what is the difference between tautomers and resonance, okay? So now next point, what is the difference between keto and enol form? Keto and enol form. What do you think? What is the difference? What are the properties of keto and enol form? Okay, if we see a keto form, it can undergo a sodium bisulfite addition. It can undergo sodium bisulfite addition. It can undergo or it can form cyanohydrine, that is reaction with HCN. It can undergo cyanohydrine formation. Okay, keto form can undergo a bisulfite addition reaction. Keto form can form a cyanohydrine form. Okay, that is keto form can undergo reaction with hydrogen cyanide to form cyanohydrine. Now if we see enolic form, enolic form can undergo a addition reaction as it is having carbon-carbon double bond, addition reaction with bromine. Enol form can undergo addition reaction with what? Bromine. Again, second point we can say about enolic form, it can show a property of acidic group, that is hydroxyl group. Hydroxyl group may be acidic, that means it can show property of acidic compound. It can show property of acidic compound, isn't it? So these are the two different properties, these are the two different differentiating points of keto form and enolic form, isn't it? Also we can say keto form, here this enolic form can undergo reaction with alcoholic FeCl3. Enolic form can undergo reaction with what? Alcoholic FeCl3. Reaction with what? Alcoholic FeCl3. Reaction with alcoholic FeCl3. So these are the two different, that is these are the some differentiating points between what? Keto form and enolic form. So I hope you have understood what is mean by keto-enol tautomerism. Once again I am repeating it. Okay, see, tautomerism is a phenomenon in which two or more constitutional isomer of a compound differing in a position of monovalent atom, mostly proton, mostly hydrogen, they are in rapid equilibrium with each other. So this phenomenon is called what? Tautomerism. So we may have keto form and enol form. Okay, now let us see how we can convert keto to enol and how we can convert enol to keto. Okay, let's see keto-enol tautomerism. Let's see enolization. see in enolization, what you think, what will happen? What is mean by enolization? Enolization is a phenomenon, we can say, is a phenomenon in which keto form is getting converted to enolic form. Keto form is getting converted to what? Enolic form. So enolic form means what? That enolic form will have a hydroxyl group and carbon-carbon double bond. Next point we will see enolization. Enolization, isn't it? It is a what? Conversion of, enolization means what? Conversion of keto form to enolic form. Conversion of keto form to enolic form by either acid catalyzed reaction or by base catalyzed reaction. That is what? Conversion of keto to enol. That is called enolization. Now we will see there are two different mechanisms for enolization. First, acid catalyzed. Acid catalyzed enolization. See, we will see acid catalyzed enolization first. See, we know a carbonyl oxygen is having two unshared pair of electron. So these two unshared pair of electron will react with what? This H plus ion. Okay, H plus ion of a solution to form such type of intermediate, isn't it? To form such type of intermediate. Now in next step, this intermediate will lose alpha hydrogen atom. There will be a what? Loss of alpha hydrogen atom. And there will be a shifting of this sigma bonding electron density to form new carbon-carbon bond between this alpha carbon atom and carbonyl carbon atom, and then pi bonding electron density of carbonyl group will get shifted over a oxygen atom, carbonyl oxygen atom. So what we will get? We will get this enol form. Okay, we will get this what? Enol form, as this is what? Acid catalyzed reaction. So H plus is reacting in first step as it is a catalyst, and in second step it will get recovered. Okay, it will get recovered. So this is what? Acid catalyzed enolization. Now we will see second, base catalyzed enolization. Base catalyzed enolization. See, in base catalyzed enolization, here we have to react a carbonyl group, that is carbonyl compound with what? Base. We have to react carbonyl compound with what? Base. So this base will take this proton, will abstract this proton, and there will be a formation of carbanion intermediate. There will be a what? Formation of carbanion intermediate. So there will be a formation of conjugate acid of base. Okay, this conjugate acid of base will form along with carbanion intermediate. Now next point, in next step, this carbanion will undergo enolization. Okay, carbanion will undergo what? Delocalization of electron. So there will be a formation of, so we may write it is a resonating structure of carbanion, CH2 double bond CO minus CH3. So this is what? A enolate anion. What is this? Enolate anion. Now this enolate anion will take proton from conjugate acid of base. It will take proton from conjugate acid of base, and there will be a formation of a enol. There will be a formation of enol. What? There will be a formation of enol. Now see, if we see acid catalyzed enolization, in acid catalyzed enolization, a carbonyl compound like acetone, what is it? Acetone, for example, we have taken here acetone. Okay, acetone is on reaction with what? A acid, H plus ion. Okay, that H plus ion, it may be from amphoteric solvent like water, alcohol, or it may from Bronsted acid like HCl. Okay, so this carbonyl oxygen will take this proton, as it is having two unshared pair of electron. So there will be a formation of this intermediate, isn't it? Now this intermediate will undergo loss of alpha hydrogen to form enol. To form what? Enol. So here we can convert keto form into enol form via acid catalyzed mechanism. Now in base catalyzed enolization or in base catalyzed mechanism, a keto compound, okay, what is it? Keto compound is reacted with base, isn't it? Base. So base will take this proton, alpha hydrogen, base will abstract alpha hydrogen, and there will be a formation of carbanion. Now this carbanion, we can show resonating structure for carbanion, isn't it? To form carbanion will get converted into what? Enolate anion. Now this enolate anion will take proton from what? Conjugate acid of base. It has form in what? First step, to form enol form. Okay, so this is what? Acid catalyzed enolization and base catalyzed enolization. So in this lecture we have seen tautomerism. What is mean by tautomerism, isn't it? Then we have seen what is the difference between resonating structure, tautomeric structure. We have seen what is the difference between keto form and enol form, what are the properties of keto form and what are the properties of enolic form, and also we have seen acid catalyzed enolization and base catalyzed enolization. I hope you have understood all the topic completely. Thank you very much. Wish you happy learning. Thank you.